of the most dangerous things we can do is to listen to spiritual teachers. I'm going to be talking about why this is, and I'm going to be talking about what you should look for if you're going to listen to them. And if they don't encourage a particular thing, you need to walk away. My name is Adam. I help people transform, I help them heal, I help them evolve. Before we get started, I just want to let you know I have a link in the description, in the comment section below, for a couple free breakthrough calls that I have left. So a breakthrough call is a 30-minute call where we get on Zoom and I just kind of help you with where you're blocked and stuck and troubled in your life so you can heal and move forward. We live in a very interesting time now where a lot of people are waking up spiritually. A lot of people are waking up to their true essence. We are truly living in the age of, no guru, which is cool. We also, need help and guidance and advice sometimes because we don't all know everything. We have different specialties, different experiences, different things to offer. So it's sort of the age where we're all becoming spiritual teachers and our own teachers at the same time. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, what even is spiritual? Because I want to address that for a second. There's a lot of I'm so spiritual, I'm so spiritual. Spirituality, in my opinion, basically just means that you believe that you exist. So if you believe you exist, congratulations, you realize that you're there. It means that, and it means, I feel like, that you believe that you are a little bit more than a pointless accident, which was one of the worst programs in the history of mankind that was fed to all of us. That we're accidental monkeys with no purpose, no point. Our emotions don't matter, our thoughts don't matter. So it's just kind of waking up from that atheistic spell that was kind of cast on all of us. Okay. But so many people that I work with, clients I have, myself most included, have spent a long time sort of absorbing really shitty spiritual programs and beliefs. And some of the people that claim to be teachers for many eons are no such thing. A lot of us who get into spirituality, hear the only way out is in, which is true. Love is the answer. This is true. But what happens is we can become overly focused on the internal process, which is a strange thing to be talking about right now because most of the world is still way too externally focused. But it's important to have a balance of the two. And I meet so many people who, when they become spiritual, think that the essence of spirituality is to become a martyr. It's to disavow material possessions. It's to meditate all day, every day, and focus inward all the time. It's almost impossible to become spiritual without money. If you are listening to somebody and they're not encouraging you to make a good living for yourself, to prioritize making money, in my opinion, they're not a teacher. They're basically a drug dealer. That's how I see it. Yogananda, who I love very much, and he encouraged everybody to be abundant in all ways, he would say that relaxation is the doorway to God. And it is. But one of the doorways to relaxation is money. Now, money doesn't solve all your problems. Of course it doesn't. If you only have money and you're only focused on the external and you're not connected to love and compassion for yourself and others, you're going to become a nightmare. And that's what a lot of the spirituality that talked about going, within and letting go of your material possessions was kind of aiming at. It was getting you out of that extreme polarity. But the thing is, money is spirit also. So if you're focused internally on meditation and only being this super loving being, but you're not feeding your human, you're condemning yourself in a way, which is not spiritual. See, spirituality is a combination of, you know, expansion of self and growth, and then at some point realizing that there really isn't even any expansion at all. It all just is what it is, and that all just is what it is important to embody as a human, but that can't be your only perception, or you're not going to go anywhere because you're just going to die. So it's about a balance. And money on the human plane is what sort of fosters and encourages expansion. Money is an instrument or a medium or a tool that we use to motivate us in order to expand our internal self out into the world as an offering. It's sort of a reward for the work you've done within yourself, or the work you're doing within yourself, or the offering of your gifts. So if it's important to spend some time obviously going inside, and if it's between internal external, the focal point wants to fall, default to internal. But we need to have beliefs about the external world too, because that's also spirit. That's also God. It's part of the game that was set up by something much greater than any spiritual teacher who's ever taught anything. So to disavow it and call it pointless, or to say matter is a prison, or to say it's all a trap, or it's all a trick, is very pompous, arrogant, foolish, and immature. And anyone who talks like that and doesn't encourage you to take care of your human self should not be listened to. You should just, you just kind of don't listen to them. We all have flaws and we all have faults. And there are those that you can listen to anyway and work around the stuff, and others that you can't. Like, to use an analogy, like playing bass. I used to love playing baseball. I would go to different batting teachers, right? And they would all have their own style. Some people would be like, you put your elbow up here. Some people would be like, you put your elbow down here. And one would be like, you don't put your elbow up there. That's not how you hit. That's going to cause problems, whatever. But you could find 10 hitters in the major leagues that put their elbow up there and were great. So it's kind of like, well, just because this person says to put your elbow here or there doesn't, and I don't agree, doesn't mean I can't learn something from them. But if your hitting teacher were to tell you, you hit the ball and then you run to second base, you fire that person, because that's not how you play baseball. They don't know enough about anything to listen to. This is so important because there is so much pain and suffering I see caused by this demonization of money. And I would suggest the money is the root of all evil thing is a program designed to disempower you. It's designed to keep you a slave. There's nothing, not even a little bit spiritual, about that belief system. It's to throw you into the work system, to get you to drain all of your energy all day, every day, for something that's not paying you back. And then it will send in spiritual beliefs that tell you that if you just keep working on yourself and you keep loving yourself, you can thrive in any environment. To an extent, when you have a certain amount of money, you don't need to be rich and famous. You don't need to be a millionaire. But if you can't take care of your body, no, you can't do that. So if you find yourself struggling with these beliefs, which so many people do, in order to be spiritual, I can't make money, or material possessions are bad, or they're evil, let them go. Let him go and know that you were simply lied to. And it's okay. It's okay. The goal is to align everything. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. All of it goes together. That's being holistic. That's oneness. That's neutrality. That's coming out of separation. Separation is when anything is separated. Anyway, let me know how this goes. I hope this helps somebody. Thank you so much for watching the video. I always appreciate everybody who comments. Other than that,